Our favourite.
Our favourite product, isn't it? Barham Wheel Silver.
Yep.
Hello everyone. Feels like I haven't done a video for quite a while. When did I last do a video?
I think we did one Monday or Tuesday, I can't remember.
It's because I was meant to do one yesterday, mate, and I didn't. Spent most of the day in the spray booth.
Feeling very good.
With the breathing apparatus
Yep.
on. Feeling a little bit lightheaded, but it's a good feeling. So these are the front covers for the BMW V8, the N62 B44 that you're doing now.
Yeah.
We'll go and have a look at that in a minute, mate. So these covers were in I think on a few videos ago, I'd done these in a lovely grey, the same grey, Barham grey, that we did the engine block in. In stock grey. The customer got in touch. Once I'd finished, I got a lovely finish on them.
You've done them very nice.
Very nice. And then the customer got in touch with me that evening and said, watched your video, love the Barham grey. However, is it possible to have the front covers and that in the silver, same silver as the head and that? And I said, no problem. Not annoyed by that at all. So, my fault. Communication is the key, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
And I did not communicate with the man. I've assumed he wanted Barham grey on everything.
We knew he wanted the block grey, so we've assumed.
I've took it upon myself to paint everything grey, and that is not what he wants. So I've tried blasting them, mate, and it didn't want to know with that Barham grey, so I've had to use the paint stripper. And this stuff, you don't want to get in your eyes.
No.
Are we allowed to show that? Are we allowed to actually use that?
Yeah, we can use it, I'm sure.
Paint it on.
Don't know, I think it's like a trade use only type thing, but
is good though.
Oh, it works well, yeah.
Isn't it? Takes the skin off your knuckles as well if it splashes, but don't get it in the eyes. But yeah, painted them with that, mate. Only had to do it once. Stick it in the wash, all come off.
Yep.
So I've just given it a coat of the old Simonez. That's the one we use in case anyone.
Yep. So
nothing special.
Nothing too fancy. It's
nothing
just
too fancy. Oh, and I find with the aluminium, if you don't etch primer it, you do get a better finish, and it never comes off.
Yeah. No, it don't.
So just a lick of the old wheel silver, and what that does is just protect the aluminium. So obviously we blast it. It looks pretty close to blasted bare aluminium.
Yeah.
Let's say you don't get that horrible corrosion after about 3 months, do you?
That's the trouble. It would be nice if we could leave them bare metal, but it just, like you say, they just corrode.
And they just look dreadful after a few months if they're used in all weathers. That's the trouble.
Yep.
So there we go, mate. All done. Not a problem. So this week, I've been doing a bit of blasting, cleaning up most of the bits for the Rover, actually. What are you smiling at?
Because that was cool.
What?
That little reversing while you're talking.
He's well proud of himself.
I was like, oh, that's all right.
Isn't it? So the last couple of days, we've been waiting for bits for most of the motors that we've been doing. So I've been cleaning up bits for this. Having deja vu, because I've just mentioned that. Getting everything ready to build, waiting for the main parcel, which was the Autodoc one, mate.
Yep.
Yes, we use Autodoc. Fantastic.
Well, they've got everything, and you can get varying levels of quality, I suppose, but you can get all the sort of genuine OEM type stuff.
Exactly. So if you go on the website and you put in the registration or the vehicle type, engine type, it will come up with a list of stuff for what you're looking for. So say if you put liners in there, it will come up with all the liners that they can get.
The cheap ones, the high-end ones.
Exactly, and they give you all the measurements usually and things like that. So
I use it a lot for finding specs and part numbers, even if I'm not ordering stuff from
it's
there.
really, really
got
handy.
It all on there.
Yeah, it has, yeah. So this is the stuff mainly the stuff for the Rover, although we were waiting for, a set of main bearings for this V8. This is the B44 BMW. And we were waiting for that, weren't we?
Oh yeah, the PCV.
PCV. So there we go, got all the bits for that. And we got the crank back today from Charlie from CTM, been balanced. And there she is, mate. But we'll come back onto that in a minute. So most of the bits, he's going again, look, well, chuffed.
Got very close to you
So we have gone for, like I said in a previous video, with the Rover, we've gone for, because it's a replaceable liner, a wet liner engine, gone for new liners. Pistons are in perfect working order.
Yep.
So we've left those on the rods and we're going for new rings. So we've gone for the Goertzer, if that's how you pronounce it. That's how I've always pronounced it. Goertzer liners and Goertzer rings, because we know they are good quality.
Very good.
We've also gone for the Glyco bearings, crank bearings.
Proper OE.
Proper OE, mate. So all good quality stuff for the Rover. And I've started to have a good sort out. So we've gone from having two or 3 days of waiting for bits and getting everything prepped to actually getting to the point now where we can sort of build everything we've got.
Yep.
So these liners, mate, for the Rover, obviously the block's all prepped. You've done that. You give the block a light lick over the top. Enough to clean the top of the block, and 2 to give us enough protrusion on the new liners to basically top the liners individually to get our correct protruded height. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Have I said that right? Still a little bit high off the old says. Not sure whether I'm slurring or what. I feel like I'm dribbling. So these are the liners. Very short liner.
It's like a rebore in a box, isn't it, really?
It is really. Perfect. You've got the perfect finish in there, mate.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely. And in theory, these should slide straight in the block, which they have, because we've already done 3. You've got a nice slide fit in there. How nice is that? Very therapeutic, that is. And just by feeling, mate, I can feel probably 5 or 6 thou.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more. So we're going to go for 2.5 thou protrusion.
It's in the I'm sure it's like 2 to 4 thou, so you can sort of pick what you want to do in there.
I normally go for middle to lower side. Reason is 2.5 to 3 thou is plenty of protrusion. Any more than that, and you run the risk, you get a good clamp on the liner, but you do run the risk of it weeping on the outer edge.
Yeah.
Especially with the new type gaskets.
So basically the liners would end up holding it off of this outer part of the block.
Could do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't want that.
No.
And 2.5 to 3 thou is plenty anyway. So that's the next step with this, mate. Individually, we're going to be measuring the height. And what we normally do is we'll run a DTI over there, and you do all the sides. And the reason for that is if you just do one side, you could have a little bit of a play in the liner there, and get a bit of tip. So we do both sides and average it out. And then it's just Meccano, isn't it? Cylinder head's done, all back together. New oil pump, new blooming everything except for pistons. But got the sump and everything down here, all painted, all the bolts done. Box of old crap. Job's a good one. This one here is the F4R. Looking nice, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Block was grey anyway, but I thought I would strip that back as much as I could and paint it again in stock grey. Any colour you like in here.
Looks nice.
Any colour you like in here, providing it's black, in stock grey, or silver.
That's pretty much it.
So, done all my ring gaps, pistons are down the holes. Crank you've balanced, but we're just waiting for a replacement.
Yeah, we're waiting
clutch.
for another clutch because the one that we had to start with was not right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So once you've done that, we can get the crank in, and that'll be another one. Another one bites the dust, and this is the BMW. How nice is that looking?
Does
I
look
even
nice.
took a photo of this earlier and put it on the Barham Engines Facebook page, mate. Another one of your builds there.
Yeah. Just
Any problems so far?
yes. Well, not really a problem. A little bit of a setback. We assumed again that
Mother of all bugger ups.
we assumed that the main bearings had integrated thrusts, which they don't.
No.
And we don't have the old thrusts, and
They
we
are
can't get
not.
new thrusts.
Not easy to find, are they?
I
Even
have-
second hand.
Yeah, I have spoke to BMW, but there's something like 40 quid per washer, not for the set. It's
Sounds
got by
about
4
right.
of them.
Yeah,
So,
magic.
but I think the customer's going to send in his old ones.
Going
and
to
we're
send the
check
old ones and
those.
check them, mate, see if they're in perfect order. If they are, we'll give him the option. If not, it's a couple of £100 on some thrust washers, which sounds ridiculous when they're about 7 quid for a Pinto.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So I've just plastic aged some of the mains.
Yeah.
And yeah, all looks good.
Nice.
As expected, just worth doing while we're there.
Lovely, mate. So that's 3 motors that in the next week are going to be built up. This one here is one that has been sitting under that bench over there that was in the Mark II Escort van when we bought the van, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was sitting in there. It's a 1300 Crossflow, and from the outside, it looked lovely. And we thought, oh, freshly built 1300.
Well, this is actually the 1600 now.
This is the 1600 block. Very similar block, the 1300, except not as tall.
Yeah, literally, it's about, well, it's like 20 mil taller or something like that.
So the difference is obviously with between the 1300, the 1600, and even the 1100, it's the height of the block, the crank stroke, the rod length,
the rods.
Pistons you can use.
Yeah, I think the pistons
they all use the same
really.
bore size, don't they? So a little trick for the 1600 is using 1300 pistons, and that gives you a higher compression.
Yep.
But basically, mate, what we're doing here is we're going to make a nice 1600 engine, aren't we?
Yep.
We're going to put a camshaft in it, a little bit like what we've done with that one down there that we sold just before Christmas. That has got a ported head, uprated camshaft.
Bit of a stage 1, isn't it, really?
Stage 1. Well, this is the one pretty much that we've done up that was in the yellow Mark I Escort. And this is sold, and the customer hasn't picked it up yet, although he did ring last week. So that'll be going soon. So basically, we will be having another fast road 1600 Crossflow for sale. So get on the phone, guys, if you're interested in this.
Yeah, and the sooner the better, because if you got any sort of specific... That didn't sound right when I said specific then.
It's been on the sim, Inez.
No, yeah, if they got any specific spec, then it's best to get in touch quickly so we can do it to...
Exactly, we can put whatever cam in you want before we go buying bits. So there we go, another 1600, mate. Off the subject of engines, the BMW. In a previous video, was it the last video we had it on the trailer out there? Wasn't it? Monday.
It was Monday.
Monday. So we had the BMW, the E30 on the trailer outside, and we were on our way to Tom Upton's with it. It's all a bit of a rush because it was a sort of a change of plan, really, but it was up at Ryan's. We needed to get some stuff done. Tom's come up there and had a look at the stuff that he needs to do, the fabrication and what have you, and decided he needs it down his unit. So we had to lift the thing, manhandle it onto the trailer, back still a bit stiff. Underestimated the weight of it, didn't we? Yeah, it's gone down to Tom's for some last-minute fabrication before Ryan gets it, but it's all a bit tight squeeze because basically Ryan's got a Mini that he's finishing tomorrow, and then he's planned in the book to do ours straight after, which is hopefully going to be Monday. Yeah. So he said ideally he needs to get that car back for Monday, and Tom wants it out there anyway because it's stuck on our trailer. Yeah. Down Tom's in the doorway of the workshop. So he's been cracking on, mate, for 2 solid days on it, and he's done a good job. I'm going to put some photos on here now of photos that I took down there. So you'll see that we've got a rail now running down the inside of the car, which is obviously all going to be painted in body colour.
So the rails for the wiring, brake lines, all that sort of thing.
That's it, wiring and brake lines, basically. Fitted a pedal box, which is fully adjustable left to right.
Nice.
And also the heel plate, which is laser cut down there. He showed me a little video of the old laser cutting. It cool, literally cut that in about 10 seconds.
Mental.
Unbelievable.
It's a bit like our little laser etcher, but on a much bigger scale and sort of a lot more powerful.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Mega quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that heel plate probably sits about 1 inch off the floor, and it's all perfect. It's going to be welded in, painted, and then we'll run some grip tape or something on there for the heels. Look pretty trick, wouldn't it? Yeah. Race car. And he's also fitting the seats, and we've had to do a little bit of a modification, thanks to you, with the rear of the existing cage that was in there, which you pointed out didn't quite look right from left to right. I didn't notice.
I just spotted a little joint that looked like it was a little bit off. They'd cut it, gone to fit it, it was a little bit off, and they just went, fill it with weld. Yeah. Be all right.
Yeah. It just,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and when we actually looked at it, I went down and
I just mentioned it to you, and I was like, you see.
And then when I showed Tom what I was looking at, he tried to convince me to leave it.
So it wasn't Tom that had done this to start
No, it wasn't Tom.
with?
This is what this is
was
part of the
already
cage
in the
that
car,
was already
like,
in. Obviously,
when you
we've
got
modded a lot of the cage, but this is the existing cage. Obviously, before it was a track car, they put it in there and it wasn't quite right. But anyway, I've left it with him. I said, I wouldn't be happy with it, Tom, but you do whatever you think's right. So he's had to sort it out. And I think he's done it today. It's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
I did ask him to send me some photos, and he actually sent me, what did he send me? He sent me a photo of him leaning over the car, which wasn't the photo I wanted. But that's his sense of humour, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm still awaiting a picture of it now. But there we go, mate. So
hopefully still on track, or maybe
still on track.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. It'll be done tomorrow. So we're going to be taking a trip tomorrow to Ryan. So we'll do some video tomorrow.
We're doing some more lifting tomorrow then.
Oh yes.
Nice.
He's got the day off. So yeah, the next video, we'll have a look around the car, innit, before it goes back to Ryan and show you what it's show you exactly what he's done. So there we go, mate. We've got a busy week ahead.
Yeah.
Getting some of these built. Hopefully, get a few more engines in after these.
Yeah.
Innit? So if you've got anything needs doing, give us a ring or email. And we'll leave it there, mate, because I'm going to go and have a look at fridge freezer.
Nice.
Lovely. See you in the next one. Cheers, guys.